the early homer, but their pitcher kind of settled in, didn't he?
Yeah, Buck starts us out great. He had some actually really good at-bats today. Buck looked really good offensively. Yeah, we had a few shots at him. Carlos drew some walks. We had some base runners. Wally scalds a ball right at the second baseman. We had some opportunities here, but in the middle of the game, their lefty settled in and pitched well. Mixed his pitches, threw some good breaking balls at our back foot, and overall pitched pretty good. So Bailey also settled in. Overall at the beginning, I think a lot of their swings found some space on the field. He didn't walk anyone, which was a great adjustment off of his last outing. He threw a lot of strikes. Striking out 5, walking none. Some balls they just hit, they found grass. It wasn't like all the balls were barreled up, but they put the ball in play, and they have some good athletes, and they do some things. So, what did Bailey give up? 4 runs, fairly early in the game, but then he pitched really good. So I think it was a good step forward for Bailey. I think overall the outing was a good outing. We needed to do a little bit more, put some runs on the board, and make it happen offensively to get back in the game. But we just couldn't. And then the rain came again, and it would have been a while before we were getting back out there, if we were getting out there at all. And it's already pretty late. So you don't want to acknowledge that sometimes, because the game's still good. Feels like it's still a very winnable game for us. But we also have to do what's best for our players. We got a 12:40 game tomorrow, and MLB has a decision they have to make.
Beyond the results, it really seemed like Bailey went from being in the middle of the zone a little more than usual to around the edges of the zone over the last 3 innings. Did you kind of see anything change about him, or is that just because it seemed like he was locating much better over the last?
Yeah, both his command and his stuff were clearly better. They were improved from his last outing, and even his last couple of outings. This was the best he's thrown the ball in a while. And normally you might get an improvement. Your stuff might tick up a little bit, have the same command, or the opposite, or your command kind of looks good on a certain day. Stuff looks the same, but he took a step forward today. It was overall a very solid outing, and it looked like Bailey. He threw the ball very well. Talking with Pete during the game, he's like, "Hey, this is what we've been wanting him to do." And the way that the ball came out of his hand, it was sharp. He made a lot of good pitches, and obviously disappointing in some ways because he gave up some runs, but he threw the ball good.
How do you kind of balance the offense? It feels like there haven't been many games with terrible at bats, but results-wise, you guys haven't scored many runs in the past week.
Yeah, we know we need to score some runs. We do know that, but we also know how you do it, and you have to have good at bats. Swinging at the right pitches is going to be the biggest part of that. It was really great in a lot of ways to watch Correa work some at bats out there and find his way on base and lay off some tough pitches. I think that's a really nice day for him at the plate overall, process-wise and just quality-wise. It was good. Bucks looked really good, and then we kind of sprinkled in some hard hit balls here and there, but got to pack them together. We got to bring them together and what do we say? Pass the baton and all those things. But that's real. You got to do it continuously in a short period of time. Get guys on, bring them home. And overall, I think the at-bats we had some all right at-bats, some hard hit balls, some positive things. We need to keep pressing forward and we need some more. And we'll keep working, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow. We're going to face a righty tomorrow, which is we haven't faced many righties lately. Been in a long run of facing some left-handed pitching, so that'll be good to get some of our left-handed bats back in there and get them more in the groove, because there haven't been too many at bats for those guys recently. So that'll be a good thing.